Hey, 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 good morning, good morning. How are we all today? My lip sync seems to be a bit out for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Anyway, if you are coming on and seeing me live, do say hello. Let me know that you are here. I'm going to be streaming to Instagram as well in a minute. So if you're over on Instagram, it's at Lindsay Banks 111. I'm just busy shuffling some cards right now just to see what's coming up this week. Before I'm going to mention that, yeah, sorry. Never mind. It might be a bit early for some people. It's early for me. I'm like, oh my days. I never normally do lives this early. If you're watching it on the replay, do let me know your thoughts on this week's reading. And we'll see what comes. Okay. So I'm just going to hit Instagram as well. So. Hey, welcome to you guys over on Instagram. So this is this week's reading for the collective. So it's where I tune in and ask what we need to know this week, okay? So I'm just busy shuffling the cards to see what is coming up. We've got a new moon coming up on Wednesday, so the new moon is going into Leo. So I'm going to be writing a blog on that this week and sharing with you guys, so we'll have those energies coming in. Just do one more and see what's coming. So if you're just joining me in my Facebook group, which is Consciousness Arising, do say hello if you haven't been, or if you haven't joined before. Okay, so before I begin this week's readings, I just want to share with you something that myself and Lizzie Walker are organising. So there is a group on Facebook, I don't know if you can see this, the group is called Freedom for Our Children. So myself and Lizzie Walker are organising this global walk for change and awareness of child exploitation and human trafficking. So we are going to be in York at 1 p.m. at the Museum Gardens. We're meeting there and organising a peaceful walk, ending with a meditation. So basically the reason why we are doing this is that there's groups organised. So this movement started in America, and there are walks planned in nearly every state in the US. And in England, they are in Newcastle, Leeds, Birmingham, London, so they're in all the bigger cities. Myself and Lizzie were going to go to Leeds, but upstairs told me that I needed to be here in New York. So I messaged Lizzie and I was like, should we do this together and organise this together? So the reason behind it is that, and I'll just share this with you before I start doing the readings, 112,853 children go missing in the UK every year. 73,260 sexual offences against children were reported in 2019. The UK government admits to accidentally selling 10,000 children to known traffickers. 800,000 children go missing in the US. Human trafficking is a $150 billion industry. An estimated 8 million people are trafficked every year. These children are enduring horrific abuse from these predators again and again and again. They have no safety, no comfort, no protection, only sexual abuse and torture, alone in the secrecy and silence. So they're asking for people to be a voice for the voiceless, and these children need you. So if you feel in a place that you can come along and join us, in York, then do so. If you live in a different area of the country and you want to go and find one near you, just go into Facebook and search Freedom for Our Children, and they have all the events listed there, but they are all being held on August the 22nd. If you can't be there in person, or if you feel you can't face it, then there will be things that you can do online. So if you feel you can't go but you would like to support, then do let me or Lizzie know. You can do things such as sharing our photos, sharing our videos. So we will be going live there. Lizzie's prepared a speech to give on the day, and I will be speaking as well. So we're going to be sharing videos and photos, and if you guys could share them for us as well to create awareness if you can't make it, then we would really appreciate that. Okay, if you want any more information, if you can hand out flyers or anything, then do please get in touch with myself or Lizzie to support this movement. Okay, so into the reading for this week. So I don't know about you guys, but these last 2 nights I've woken up at 2 o'clock, 2:02, and then I've been awake for about 2.5 hours until I get back to sleep. So just be aware that if you're not sleeping either, yeah, I'm not sleeping either. So, you know, I don't get to avoid all the stuff that's going on at the minute. You know, I am in it as well. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'll probably have to put a movie on this afternoon and have a little snooze next to the kids, because I'll just be like wiped out. So if you are feeling exhausted, just do be aware as well, and I think I mentioned this last week in the video, just be aware that we're doing a lot of work in the astral plane as well. So when we're sleeping, our bodies are physically asleep, but our spirit, our soul, whatever you want to call it, is out there doing work in the astral plane. So just be aware of that. Okay, so the first card I pulled out, which is a lovely card to see after, I feel like the last few weeks the cards have been very sort of, not doom and gloom, but they've been very somber. So I feel like to see this card in a reading is just like, woohoo! Finally, a bit of joy, a bit of happiness. Yeah. So I feel like many of us we've done a lot of clearing, and we've done a lot of purging, we've done a lot of detox, and we've done a lot of work on ourselves to clear out old patterns, to clear out old beliefs. And I feel like this card is coming in because it's like a reward. It's like you've done a lot of work for yourself. So now it's like this week I just get the sense of like it's experiencing happiness and allowing yourself to feel these joyful moments and these happy moments. And we've got like a little butterfly here just under sort of the throat chakra. I want to say this is the higher heart chakra, because it's not at the heart. Oh, where's my finger? It's not at the heart, but it's sort of like in between the throat chakra and the heart chakra. So we've got the butterfly at the higher heart chakra, which means there's been a lot of work being done around love and self-love and transforming, and I want to say transmuting a lot of the negative energies that have been filtering through, like on Facebook, on social media, etc. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this week it feels lighter than previous weeks have done. And even this morning when I woke up, I was like, how am I feeling today? And I was like, I'm feeling content, I'm feeling peaceful, you know, I'm feeling quite aligned at the minute. And I feel like, you know, all the meditations, the healing work that we've done over the last few weeks are allowing us to have this time of happiness and joy. And I feel like it's about embracing it as well and not feeling guilty. You know, if you have a moment where you're like, oh my God, you know, I'm loving life, I'm really happy, I'm feeling happy, not allowing other thoughts to come in to bring you down. I feel like we need to embrace these joyous moments. And I'm getting gatherings as well. And I know, you know, you're not meant to gather because of COVID, but I feel like, you know, sort of like dancing and singing and doing what you can to uplift your vibration. And I read something this week which I felt really resonated, and it was to do with Native American Indians. And what this story sort of said was, you know, when we were happy we danced and we sung, when we scared we danced and we sung, when we were afraid we danced and we sung, when it felt as if the world was coming crashing down around us, we danced and we sung. So I feel like that's part of this message as well, is that even if, you know, the external circumstances are like crashing down, still dance and still sing and still do those things that really make you happy, because it's those moments that keep our vibration high, which stop us responding to fear and low vibrations. Okay, and then we get another really colourful card. I love this card as well, the Angel of Abundance. So it says a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Okay, so again, for many people this year, I feel like, especially like through lockdown, there's been like a lot of seeds planted and a lot of sort of you know, where you've rethought about where you want your work to go, or where you want your life to go, or where you want to live, or where you want to be. And I feel as if with this card, those seeds that you planted are starting to come to fruition, and they're gradually coming in. And you know, please remember that abundance isn't always about hard cash. Yeah, so abundance may be some new friends coming in, it may be a new home, it may be new clients, new customers. But I feel as if it's like with this angel, she's very centered and very grounded. And if you can see this ball of energy at the bottom, yeah, it's because she is grounded, yeah, and focused on herself, which isn't selfish, by the way, but she's focused on herself, that she can bring this abundance into her. Okay. Whereas I feel as if the energy was in her head, it would be all ideas, but it's like she's really grounded the energy into the earth, which allows this abundance to come in because she's steadfast. When I say she, I mean you. You know, you're steadfast, and it's like you're strong in your beliefs and your values, and who you are as a person. Okay, so let's see what the next one is. Okay, so the next one we'll get is wise decision. Okay, and I feel like with this one, this card is about, it's about following your intuition, okay, and not letting others sway you. So if you feel a certain way about something, okay, it's about trusting that. And I feel as if these decisions are based on the big things right now that are going on. So it's like, what are your feelings towards, you know, vaccinations, towards schooling and education? I've got a channeling that I need to share about education, which I'll do later this evening, about your work, you know, about where you're living, yeah. And for me, this card, it's like not doing things because you've been told to do them by someone, but acting on your intuition and making decisions based on your feelings. Okay, yeah, that's the sense I get with that card. Okay, so then we get the grounding card. So I already mentioned about sort of like with the angel being grounded, and this says go deep, explore your roots. Okay, but my feeling with this card is it's about, like I said, it's about staying grounded this week. Okay, putting your feet flat on the earth, you know, going out for outdoor walks, connecting with sort of like the trees. You know, you can feel their energy if you've ever hugged a tree. You can feel its energy and absorb their energy as well, because they will help to bring you wisdom, yeah, and to trust your intuition. And I feel like as well, this card, it's about really knowing who you are, like not just as a human being, but as a soul and as a spirit. So what is your soul craving? Yeah. Is there anything you need to release and let go of that still isn't serving you? Okay, then we'll get the Sage. Be devoted and committed. Okay. And I feel this is to do with the practices that you may have already started to implement through lockdown. So whether it is, you know, meditating every day, whether it's practicing gratitude or mindfulness, whether it's writing in a journal, whether it is doing yoga, whatever it is that you've started, it's about continuing with that, because the benefits from continuing are going to really help you in the coming months, I feel. And I feel as if as well, it's about making like a commitment to yourself, yeah, and being devoted to yourself rather than yeah, because I just get the sense that when you make that devotion and that commitment to yourself, to love yourself, to take care of yourself, that's when as well I feel the abundance comes in, because you are looking after you and serving yourself. Which, yeah, it's sort of like that then, what do I want to say? That sort of energy then expands, and others see the work that you're doing on yourself, and it makes them want to do it as well. Not makes them want to do it, but they can feel it, they can pick up on your energy, yeah, and they can recognize that you are working on you. Okay. And then we'll get Sacred Mountain. Okay. So I haven't had this card before. This is Denise Lynn's Native Spirit cards, which are beautiful. But I feel like with this Sacred Mountain, the words that are coming to my mind when I'm looking at it is, first of all, Machu Picchu. I don't know if it is actually Machu Picchu in Peru, but I'm getting the sense of community as well. So I feel like with this community, it's about finding like-minded individuals who are on the same sort of page as you, because that sort of support is going to be really crucial going forward. Again, and I just feel in the next few months, like knowing who your tribe is, who do you want to spend more time with, who do you want to spend less time with, what can you work like as a community to bring together. And I feel like it's about bringing together like different skills that people have, different abilities, different talents. You know, everyone's so unique. It's like, what can people bring to this group? Yeah. And I'm not talking just about, you know, my Facebook group, but about your group, your family, your friends, yeah, your tribe. And I feel like there's this remembrance as well. You know, I know Peru is quite synonymous with shamanic healers and with shamans, but I just feel as if, yeah, it feels as if it's like this mountain that's in the distance. It's like, I want to say that you're aware that there's a big hurdle when you're looking towards it, but it's like with all this community, yeah, it's as if, what do I want to say? It's like together you can tackle the mountain, okay? So together you can climb it, together you can overcome it. It's like it's there in the distance, you know it's there, but you can still live together with integrity, with honesty, with your values. And it's like you are not being forced to climb the mountain, to go over the mountain, yeah? I'm not sure what the mountain is symbolic of, but you know, take it as you will. But it feels like together you can live with it, and it's like, you know, it's there, but you are still living every day. You're still coming together as a community. You're still coming together as a tribe, in order to work. Not work in the traditional sense, but in order to be, I want to say, it's not so much work, it's about being. So find the people that you resonate with, and see what you can create together. That's the message that I feel with that. Okay. Is there one more card to do? No, I think I've done. Oh, I was going to do as well just one of my Gentle Hug for the Soul affirmation cards. So these are available on my website. So just there, those ones there. So we'll see. We'll give you an affirmation as well for the week. So yeah, so I just feel like this week it's about, you know, reminding yourself to, even though with everything that's going on externally, allow yourself those joyous moments, you know, laugh, dance, sing, because that's what's needed more to raise our vibration, yeah, to not allow ourselves to sink into that feeling of fear, because fear is such a low vibration. Do what makes you happy. Okay. So then the affirmation card we get is, I notice signs and symbols around me guiding me on my path. Okay. So just keep an eye out this week for anything that when people mention things, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times, listen out for songs. There's hidden messages in songs. Look out for emails, opportunities, yeah, and always, my advice with opportunities and things that come along, so if somebody asked me to sort of like, I don't know, to create something together, 99% of the time I always say yes, because you never know where that opportunity may lead. So if you're getting signs and symbols to go somewhere, you know, listen to it. And I mentioned this, I think it was in my Gentle Hug for the Soul program the other day. But when you listen to your heart, and when you listen to the signs and the symbols that are around you, guiding you, you are rewarded for listening to the universe. And it's like upstairs, like, woohoo, she listened, here you are, do you know what I mean, have this, have this, have this. And you're like, oh, thank you so much, you know. So even if you don't know the reason why you're meant to speak to somebody or be in a certain place, then just do it. So I've had clients recently contacting me saying they've been sat in a meditation and all of a sudden they get my name pop into their head. So then they're contacting me and they're like, I know it sounds weird, but I've been meditating and your name came into my mind. So I'm like, oh, cool, okay, so where are we at, you know, what do you need, let's look at how we can work together. So trust in the symbols and trust in the signs, okay? Dance and sing, okay? So I hope you all have a fabulous week. I'm still offering one-to-one readings, so if anybody wants a personal reading from me, just drop me a DM or PM or whatever you want to call it, and we can get that arranged for you. Okay, have a fabulous week, everyone. Namaste.